I'm going to show you everything you need to know to grow rice, which is growing, sowing, preparing the soil and paddocks, and even selling rice in Farming Simulator 25. Now, I'm filling my rice paddy here, which alludes to the fact that rice is not like other crops in Farming Simulator 25. Now, if this video is helpful for you, then please do click that subscribe button below. It really helps support the channel. So the first thing we need to do, as you can see here, is make a rice paddy. And the warning I want to give you is that it can distort your landscape depending on where you put it. And even if you delete your rice paddy after, it will leave the landscape as it is, and you will need to fix it manually with landscaping. So we want to go into build mode, which is Shift and P, P for Papa, if you're on PC, and whatever it is, if you're on console. This is my rice paddy here. So second option on the left here, you want to go to cultivation, and then rice field. Now, you can see here there's a water pump for your rice field. I'm going to explain that more in a second. Now, you click, you see there's this little temperature gauge. Click where you want it, and then you might be able to see there's a yellow line. Click again, and I can click again. And then it's saying, if you click on the green line, it's just going to complete the paddy. Or I could click another yellow line here, and then another line here, etc. And you could basically make it any line you want. And then to actually finish it, I could just right click here, as you can see, finish. And you can also change the placement height, toggle snapping off and on and off, etc. So I'm going to right click and finish the paddy. Now the water pump will appear on the first side you placed. So if I click here and then here, that is the side my water pump will be placed. It's always the first line you make, which is where the water pump will be. So what we then need to do is flood the paddy with water. Now, if we go over to my new paddy I've made, and thank God this is only a tutorial save, because what a mess I'm making of this landscape. If you stand over the field, you can see it says fertilized 0%, etc. And then if I go up to the pump and interact with it by pressing R, you can see the water level is 0, and I can press flood to start flooding it. The percentage that you want it at to start planting your rice is 60%, 60, okay? Wait for the flooding to get to 60%, and then turn it off. And you may be thinking, gosh, this is already sounding complex. Well, it is and it isn't. So if we look at the one here, we're now at 6%. It's been on for about 5 minutes, so it can take a while. Once it reaches 60%, you're ready to plant. And I'm going to go to the store and show you what machinery we need to actually plant our rice. So if we go to the store, there is actually a section in here for special crops, and that's rice planters. And if we go into here, there is one specific rice planter. It can plant rice saplings into your flooded rice fields. And that is going to be there. You can see there's the rice icon. And it can also use fertilizer in the planter as well. And then you have your rice harvesters, and that can harvest rice. That's pretty much all you need at this point to actually plant, fertilize, and then harvest your rice. So you use the rice planter, and the same as any other planter, you just drive it over the rice field and obviously fill it with seeds to actually plant. And same with the harvester, you just drive it over the rice field to harvest. Now there is something that you need to do in between with that, and that is managing the water level as the rice is growing. So as I showed you in the paddy before, we can actually manage the the rice level. Sorry, the water level in the paddy. So each day, or each what's it called? Season, each month. Oh my goodness! Each month at different growth levels, you will have to adjust the water level. And if you're thinking that sounds very complex, how do I get it to the right level? Well, once you've gotten it to the 60% that you need for sowing it, the next month when you come back, the flood or empty option will only take it to the correct level. And you can empty it here or flood it further here. So you do need to make sure it's at the right level each growth cycle. However, if you just come up to the pump, it will basically automatically bring it to the right level for you when you interact with it. When it says flood or empty, it will only give you the option to actually adjust it to the new correct level. And that is including up to the point where you can harvest it. So don't worry. The pump will only allow you to do the necessary step you need to at different growth levels. But you just have to remember to actually come and do it. And that is pretty much all there is. Same as most other crops, you then just want to take your harvester and dump the harvested rice from the back of the harvester into either a silo or a truck to go and sell. And that's it, guys. That is all you need to know about harvesting, growing, ploughing, etc. rice in Farming Simulator 25. Again, if it was helpful, please click the subscribe button below and check out all of my other tutorials in the playlist you now see on screen. If you are a beginner and you're not sure how to use the machines in the way I've told you today, I have got specific tutorials and a complete beginner tutorial guide that will guide you through every step of farming.